What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is like the 5th time I tried to make this introduction. So today we'll be doing some work on the Sc300, just buttoning it up as far as giving it an oil change and a quick once over on all the fluids. Making sure everything is tight because we're going to add e85 to the tune tomorrow. A little bit more boost. We don't have a dyno. I don't have a dyno I could go to at the moment. So right now we're going to turn it up on the street. And then later on, in a couple weeks from now, I'll go ahead run out a dyno just to see, get a couple dyno pulls just to see what the car makes. So today I won't be able to, well, in this video I won't be able to show you guys how much power the car make. I apologize for anybody who's looking for that, because that's not going to happen in this video. But we are about to turn the power up and add E85 to the team. So like I said, I'm gonna go ahead, get out here. What I like to do before I actually turn the power up, as far as giving it more juice or going to a dyno, I advise anybody who does this, go over your car, check the tire pressure, change your oil, put new spark plugs in there if you have to. I'm going to try to go to my local parts store and see if they have new spark plugs for me in stock. If not, I know my spark plugs are good. I've only been running the car for like a little bit, like a month, a little bit over a month maybe, or mild boost. So I know my spark plugs are good, but I would like to change and put brand new spark plugs in it. That's just me. You can do what you want. That's just me. So yeah, go ahead and make sure everything's tight. And yeah, we go from there and I guess see how much power we make. I don't know how to explain that part of the video, but yeah, let's get into it, guys. It's time to pop the oil filter off. I'm gonna show you something real quick. So this is the actual filter I have on the car, that HP 1002 K&N. It's probably the best investment. See that bolt on the back of it? Watch this. Bam. That's the size. So with the front facing intake manifold, it makes it really difficult to almost impossible to get the filter off unless you got one of these. Makes it like way easier because you can put the socket on, twist to the left, take it straight off. Set this in a box. Not 100% sure if I could get that on a recording, but when I say it works, trust me, it works. Fresh oil. And you just hand tighten it like any other filter. That's it. It's good to go. So I know the question is going to arise of what viscosity I'm using as far as oil and why. So I'm using 1030 just because the GTE and the GE is stock calls for 5W30, and since it's a brand new block and pretty much a brand new cylinder head, I just upped the viscosity like one number to 1030, just because the clearance on my burns is stock. So if I was to run thicker oil, it most likely wouldn't lubricate the engine as good as I wanted to, for one. For two, like on those real hot days, I know people are saying it might thin out a little bit more than I wanted to, but on the real hot days, I don't even drive the car just because I don't have AC. so it actually hinders me from driving my car on like 80 plus degree days. So if it's 80 or more degrees outside, I literally I don't drive the car, I drive the GS. So as far as spinning out too bad, I'm not really worried about that. So that's why I run 1030, as you see, and VR1. And I had to usually order this off like Amazon or whatnot because my local parts store only carries 2050. I used 2050 in my old GE blocks just because those had like a lot of miles on it, so I know the clearance on the burns wasn't stock anymore, and they lasted real long with me punishing it, beating on it, driving it on real hot days and everything. I do plan on putting the oil cooler on here just to help, because I mean the cooler the oil is, the better. And oil coolers really do make a difference as far as keeping your pressures up, as far as your oil pressures up. So I'm just adding 6 because it calls for 6. I didn't put any oil in the oil filter. So what I usually do is I take the relay out for the fuel pump, give it a couple cranks so that way the oil could flow through the system, and then I start the car and let it idle. So we should be good with this. 2 more to go. All right, so while we let the oil settle down into the block and the oil pan before I actually check it and start it, the exhaust the V-band gave out as far as like the threads on the actual V-band. I can show you underneath. So I got these cool replacements for Vibrant. They sell you just the part number. So instead of changing the whole V-band clamp, if you got the quick release, you get these actual T-bolts for it. So that's the part number. I never even knew these existed. I went into JRP trying to buy complete V-band clamps, and he actually recommended me getting these because there's nothing wrong with the V-band clamp. It's literally the bolt just stripped. So we're gonna jump under here and I can show you guys real quick. I think I paid $20 for 2 of these. So that's super. All right, so there's a quick release. Like I said, the bolt's stripped. So I drove around for a little minute with it like this. So see if I get it to twist for you. So it's stripped so it can't get any tight. So the exhaust fell down. I put this on there on the fly, not knowing that this clamp actually came loose. And looks like that clamp right there came loose too. So that clamp right there, like that one came loose too. So well, I'm under here, my slide up front, check that clamp. That one probably just needs to be tightened, but I do have to like cock the exhaust a little bit because I had this was perfect. This came up and like up, but like as you can see now it's not up. And gotta do something with this hanger because you see I got a hose clamp holding this all together. So it's a lot of janky and Jimmy rig stuff going, so try to get that fixed today. Hopefully I can cut this. So you can see right there how stripped it is, where the rust is. And I just extended the actual hanger on the muffler too, so that way I got more than enough room on this thing. So so it's all up. So you see it's like not lining up with the hole, but I actually cut all this out on my last exhaust because I had the dual blast pipes, so I need another red lip. But as far as underneath, you see how I said it curbs up. I could take the hanger off now. I don't need the hanger because it's all up there now. So this actually just gave out on the old one. that actually gave out. So that was the leading cause of everything. So everything's all tightened up now. So it's one of those so far so good things. I'm gonna go ahead and sit the car down. Let the car crank so the oil can flow through the system with the fresh oil, and we see what happens tomorrow with turning the power up. Hopefully everything goes good. All right, so we made it back in one piece. What happened, Mo? We lost the side skirt, so we got to get another side skirt. Yep. So letting it cool off some. Now.
Did you guys race anybody?
She is so hot. It's on recording. You can't. So the side skirt fell off while we was ironing out the fuel tune, the pump. I didn't see where it went. It just came off, but the car is driving really good. Now we're about to pull all the pump out, the pump gas out, and add the E85 and take it for another spin and see what we lose this time. Move. This shit empty for real, man.
Yeah, record.
Wanna hit the button? Wanna do the button on the highway?
Yeah.
Shit, bro. Oh shit. I think we broke the table. Yo, shit going crazy. Everything's opening and moving. Holy shit, bro. Oh. Fireballs back there, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Sorry that the pulls on the highway was like blurry. The car is mad aggressive. And my son didn't wipe the camera off before he started recording. If you looked at the video and see me doing the pulls on the highway, don't worry. The highway looked packed, way more packed than what it actually was. I wasn't swerving in and out of traffic or anything crazy like that. I just got up in the boost, changed the lane, got up in the boost, and was cooling for real. Little couple bangs here and there. I don't do that swerving in and out of traffic. So if you watch it and you like, this dude's crazy, trust and believe, I don't do that at all. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Shout out to my boy Brandon Jeremy. This is Instagram right here one more time. Hit him up, let him know I sent you. He's a good guy. He's very, very, very knowledgeable with this ECU Masters Black and the ECU Master class. I really appreciate that, bro. Like, you definitely went above and beyond, and big shouts out to you for that one, man. Next time I want to